In this video, we will talk about the simple present tense. We use the simple present tense when we talk about facts or things that are true now or are always true. Here are two examples. I am in Form 1, which is true now. Our class ends at 3 p.m. every day, which is always true. Can you think of anything else that is always true? Besides facts, we can also use the simple present tense to talk about habits and repeated actions, which mean things that we do again and again. Here are two examples. Kevin goes to karate classes on Saturdays. We have basketball practice once a week. Look out for words or phrases such as every, on Sundays, or once, twice, or 3 times a week. They tell you that the action is done regularly. After reading the two previous examples, can you think of one habit of yours and complete the sentence on the screen? After talking about the usage of the simple present tense, let's move on to talk more about forming sentences. Look at the following table. For the verb to be, you can follow the rules below. I is used with am or am not. You, we, or they is used with are or are not, or aren't. He, she, or it is used with is, or is not, or isn't. So, the sentences would be, I am, or I am not, 12 years old. You, we, or they are, or are not, or aren't, 12 years old. He, she, or it is, or is not, or isn't 12 years old. What about other verbs? Look at the table here. When forming negative sentences, we add do not or don't before the verb. Take the verb like as an example. I, you, we, or they should be followed by like, or do not like, or don't like, which will form the sentence I, you, we, or they like, or do not like, or don't like cats. He, she, or it should be followed by likes, or does not like, or doesn't like, which will form the sentence he, she, or it likes, or does not like, or doesn't like cats. From the last slide, you should see that when using third-person singular subjects, like he, she, or it, the verb form is different. Look at the following table, as it shows you how we form the third-person singular in the simple present tense. For most verbs, you can simply add the letter S at the end. For example, like becomes likes. For words that end with Y, there are two possibilities. When the letter Y comes after a vowel, we simply need to add the letter S at the end. However, if the letter Y is after a consonant, then we have to change the Y to I-E-S. For example, play becomes plays, but try becomes tries. T-R-I-E-S. As for verbs ending in letters X, Z, CH, SH, or SS, you have to add ES at the end of the verbs. Look at the examples of the words fix, buzz, watch, finish, and miss. They become fixes, buzzes, watches, finishes, and misses. But there are always exceptions. Some special verbs change in other ways to form third-person singulars. As we have already mentioned, the verb to be changes to is when we use it as the third-person singular. The verb have changes to has. The verb go changes to goes, and the verb do changes to does. From all the previous slides, you have already learnt the basics of the simple present tense. Finally, we will focus on how to form yes/no questions using this tense. Continue watching the video to find out more. Unlike a statement, we put the verb before the subject in a question. Look at the following example. In a statement, we say, I am ready, with I as the subject and am as the verb. But in a question, we put the verb at the beginning of a sentence. So, the question becomes, am I ready? Similarly, you, we, or they are ready becomes, are you, we, or they ready? He, she, or it is ready forms the question, is he, she, or it ready? For other verbs, yes/no questions are formed by adding the verb do at the beginning of the question, followed by the subject and the main verb. Look at the table below for reference. Taking the verb like as the example again, I, you, we, or they is used with the base form do, forming the question, do I, you, we, or they like cats? He, she, or it is used with the third-person singular form does, forming the question, does he, she, or it like cats? Therefore, when you are asked the question, are they ready? You can answer, yes, they are, or no, they are not, or aren't. And when you are asked the question, does she like cats? You can answer, yes, she does, or no, she does not, or doesn't.